Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of learning how to code in Roblox Studio. Today we're going to be talking about variables or learning about variables, so open up your scripts. I feel like a teacher, it's okay. So I'm gonna open up a script first of all. To open up a script, you have your Explorer open. If you don't have your Explorer open right now, or you don't see it, just go to this tab right here and go to View, and this has to be like darker color. That means it's opened. If it's not, then try closing it and opening it again. Sorry. And if you don't have properties too, you can do that, but we're not gonna use properties today, so yeah, I'm gonna be using Explorer. So next to workspace or next to server script service, I'm gonna do it in server script service because that's where all scripts live. So click the plus next to it right here, and then it might show up. It should show up like first thing in frequently used, or just should show up first. So click on script, and if it doesn't show, then just you can search up script right here. So once you opened up your script, now we're going to actually start learning about variables. So what are variables? In my own words, I think variables are like chests. Chests, like in Minecraft, you store things in chests. So basically, a variable basically stores values. And what are values? And basically, the values that we're going to be using the most, and you are going to be using the most when you are actually an expert. Uh, so we're going to be using a bool value, the bool value, which is like true or false. We're going to be using the number value, which is basically any number, even like decimal numbers. And we're going to be using the string value. The string value is like a quote unquote text inside quote unquote quotes. And you can also use single string uh and yeah, single quotes, I mean. So yeah, let's just experiment these. Also, yeah, I typed these in comments. If you didn't know, these typing two lines is basically making a comment, and whatever you do that, like in this line, if it goes like gray color or whatever, then you know you did it right. Uh, yeah. So let's experiment these with actual variables. These are not variables. These are just comments for you to like, reference. So variables. So as I said, they're like chests, store things inside, so we can use them later. So to start a variable, I mostly like to use this variable, which is a local variable. So we start with the word local. Don't don't start with like a capital L. That's what like probably beginners would do, or I find people do that most of the time. So Lua, the programming language we're using right now, it's called Lua, is very case sensitive or uppercase sensitive or whatever. So always make sure I read always make sure that your letters are perfectly cased. Uppercase not allowed. So after local, you space, and then over here you enter, like, you type whatever the name you want for your variable, like literally any name. But the problem here, or not problem, is just that you can't put symbols like minus symbol or and symbol. If you see an underline, that means you can't put them. So just put like just letters. You can do that. Name it. I'm gonna name it burger. You name it whatever you want. You don't have to copy me word for word. This is not a memorization uh, tutorial or whatever. And okay, after that, equal sign. So now you declared your variable, but you didn't like give it a value. So right now it's like an empty chest. We created an empty chest. We placed an empty chest in Minecraft, and right now we're gonna put any of these values that we have up over here. So I'm gonna use a number value. I'm gonna use different types of number values so you can see how it works. So I'm gonna use integer, so just like 5, and now you created your variable. Good job. You just added number 5 in your Minecraft chest. Not literally, but yeah. Hopefully you didn't get that. Hopefully you whatever. Okay, so let's make another variable for numbers. So let's do this the exact same thing. Local. Uh, let's just do cost, I guess. Let's do this time. I'm gonna do with a decimal. So 0.25, exactly like the decimal you want. So 0.25. I named it cost. You can name it like, you can literally name it whatever. Like you can name it this. I'm gonna name it cost. Just for people who didn't get what I said earlier. Okay, so we named it cost and we gave it a value. So we finished another variable. Good job. Okay, so now I'm gonna just, organize everything. So this is gonna be the place for numbers, just like that. And I'm gonna make another place here. This is gonna be the bool section, or just bools. Okay, so we made number values, and now we're gonna make some bool um, uh, variables. Okay, so again, local, and your name. I'm gonna give it a, there's so much names. Okay, let's just say is gamer, is learning. I like to do like for uppercase first letter in like different words. If it's like just one word name, like burger, don't make it uppercase like this, just like that. Is learning. This is another word, so I made the first letter. So local is learning. So am I learning right now? Of course I know this stuff. Are you learning? I'm gonna say true. Uh, yes. Okay, so local is is whatever is equal to false. So these are the only values that you can use in bools, true and false. Okay, so we finished bools, and now numbers, strings. So the same thing, name it whatever you want. My quote. Okay, so now we're gonna make a quote. So to begin a quote, do the exact same thing here, but the only difference is where after the equal sign, we put quotation marks, double quotation marks. You can also put these quotation marks. Both are accepted in this programming language. It's pretty nice. So my quote, I love programming. Easy quote. We have done a string variable now. Good job. I'm gonna make another one, but this one, my second quote. This one is going to be with single quotes. So I don't love. Oops. Oh, I don't love single quotes. Okay. Okay, I finished. Here's an example of numbers. Burger cost 5, 0.25. Bulls is learning. True is whatever. False. Strings, my quote. I love programming, my second quote. And yeah, so we can actually, here's the part 2 lesson of this tutorial. We can change uh, these variables and alter them to other values. So we can literally just, so you have your burger variable or whatever variable. So I'm going to now alter it. I'm gonna change it, define it, or declare it. No, give it another value. So to give it another value, to change it, you no longer want it again like this to be the same value. You just type the name of your variable that you already created. So burger. So once you like type the first letter of your variable, it might pop up over here, and just click enter and then equal to. So basically, we're copying this part, but we're not copying this part. So equal to, and then just give it another value, just whatever value you want. You can alter it to a string now, if you want. So I'm gonna just give it a higher, number, I guess 10. And yeah, that's it. You just changed your variable. Good job. And I'm gonna change this. You can change is learning to false. So you can actually change it. You can change bools too. You can change strings. I'm gonna show you right now. So you just type the name of your variable first, just like that, and then the equal sign. Most important things in making a variable, and then just change it. Is learning is equal to false. I just change it. Good job. Is whatever, I can change that to true too. Okay, so now I'm gonna change the quotes. I'm pretty sure you already know how to do that by now, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So the name of the quote, the name of the variable that you just made, and then equal sign, and then uh you can also give it single quotations. At first it was double, you can make it single right now. So double, I'm gonna keep it double. Uh, this is my changed string variable. Okay, so we made our alters to each of the variables in each section. So yeah, I think that's all about variables. There is another thing. You can make you can make there's two types of variables. There's local variable, which we did all this on. All the local variables or start with local. And there's global variables. Global variables I don't really use as much, but you can use if you want. I feel like they're more effective. And yeah. So global variables, to make a global variable, uh you don't really need it, but I'll show you anyway. You just start with the name of the variable. So you don't even type local. You just start with the name of the variable. So my global variable. So that's my global variable. So after the equal sign, that's basically like copying this part, or this part, but you're actually declaring it your global variable. So my global variable, and then equal sign, and then just give it a value. So I'm gonna just make this one. I'm gonna make this one 0.5, a number. I can make it 0.2225, 0.0000, any decimal number. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it 0.25 or 0.5. Okay, so that's basically a global variable. You won't need it. You won't need to learn about it really. Just it's good practice to use this one more. Okay. So yeah, you can do everything that I did with local variables on this global variable. You can make it. Oh yeah, and you can access it again, just like I said here. My global variable is pops up here. So I can change it to true. I can change it again to string hello world. I'm gonna keep it. Okay. So yeah, I hope you learned just a thing or two about variables today. And yeah, that was my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Um and yeah, just stay tuned for the next episode. It's gonna be about hint hint. Let me just hint it. It's gonna be about print. Oopsie. Just print. I think this is gonna be the easiest tutorial ever. Yeah. I hope you learned something new, and I'll see you guys later.